Hi, boys and girls. Our English for Wednesday is going to be adding imagery or picture language to stories, okay? So to make it, again, better writing, better reading. So we're going to take a look at their example and on IXL, and then I'll do a few with you, okay? All right. With his eyes shut, Flint couldn't see a thing. He could only follow as his brother Brian led him by the arm into the snowy backyard. Finally, Brian stopped. Okay, you can look now, he said. When Flint opened his eyes, his mother, Flint's mom, was standing in front of him. He huddled together on bales of straw were his two closest friends. They looked cozy as they sat under the thick blankets. Colorful balloons floated around the tall flames on the roaring campfire. Nearby, Flint's favorite movie was playing on a giant sheet hung on the clothesline. Flint couldn't believe his eyes as he sat down on a bale of straw. Flint wondered if he was dreaming. He was finally having the birthday party he had planned. It was supposed to be in July, but it had gotten canceled when Flint got sick. We know how badly you wanted to have an outdoor movie party last summer, so I came up with the idea to throw you a surprise half-birthday party, Brian explained. He wanted to make sure Flint had the best time possible. Look at the sentences in bold, okay? Add details to the sentence so it says more about the picture. Flint's mom was standing in front of him. Let's go back and look at the picture, okay? Here's his mom. Okay, so now let's look down below. Flint's mom was standing in front of him wearing thick fuzzy mittens, carrying a tray of popcorn bags, or holding a pot of hot chocolate. She was carrying a tray of popcorn bags. So that adds to the sentence. It tells us more details, okay? So here you can see they've added carrying a tray of popcorn. Okay, so let's go back. Here we have, every summer Nina's family vacationed at the beach in Florida. She loved visiting the beautiful beach. However, Nina knew the water was hiding something. Her uncle, fisherman, had told her many stories about monsters living in the ocean. He often said, "Don't go in the water during a storm. That's when the sea beasts come out." Nina was never sure if his stories were true, but she imagined enormous snakes, fish, and dragons creeping out of the waves. She wanted to see the mysterious creatures for herself. One evening, thick, dark clouds rolled in and blanketed the sky. The ocean looked angry. One after another, enormous sea waves rose up and crashed into the sand. It was the perfect weather for sea beasts to appear. Nina wrapped herself in a soft striped beach towel and watched the shoreline. She was determined to see a monster. So we go back. She loved visiting the beautiful beach. Okay, look at the picture. Okay, now she loved visiting the beautiful beach with its bright, colorful umbrellas, with its tall, slender palm trees, with its wooden boardwalk. Well, I don't see colorful umbrellas. I do see tall, slender palm trees, but I don't see a wooden boardwalk. So I'm going to go with tall, slender palm trees. Okay. He often said, "Don't go in the water during a storm. That's when the beasts come out." Okay. He often warned, suggested, or stated. I would say he's warning her not to go there because of the beasts. Okay, one after another, enormous waves rose up and crashed onto the sand. With a high, harsh screech, with a loud, thundering roar, with a soft, easy thud. If these are crashing, we would normally say it's a thundering roar. She was determined to see the monster. She fixed her eyes on the ocean and refused to look away when her... Look at the sentence. Choose a text that best replaces the sentence to show readers how Nina feels instead of just telling them. She fixed her eyes on the ocean and refused to look away. When her family went to find dinner, Nina stayed behind. The rumbling in her stomach wouldn't stop her from spotting one of the creatures. She watched the lifeguards carefully as they dove into the waves. She copied the way they moved their arms and kicked their legs. One day I'll swim as well as they do. That doesn't talk about the monsters at all. At the thought of seeing a large scaly head in the waves, she trembled and backed away from the water. When her uncle announced it was time for ice cream, Nina hurried inside. She's not going to run inside if she's determined to see a monster. I would go with number 1. Okay, so now you have another story. So that's just how you do it. You read it, go back to the dark print stuff, and try to improve the writing by adding something. And this was where we added she's carrying popcorn bags. Okay, you keep working on this. This is IXL Language V3. Have an awesome day.